Hi YouTube, just going to do something a little bit different this time. Actually going to do a voiceover for the update on the Balius. I was testing out a new powered mic and unfortunately forgot to turn it back on after a coffee break, so I'm just going to voice over the whole thing. Essentially what I was looking to do was, well today I was going to replace the engine cover and do an oil change. Well, at least that was the intention anyway, and straighten out the clip-ons which got pushed in a little bit after it was low-sided on that left side. So I got this engine cover off eBay. I didn't actually see any pictures from it, and the lister actually neglected to mention it had been low-sided as well. Mind you, it wasn't cracked like the one I'm trying to replace, but it had some nice deep gouges in there. Actually come painted. The guy painted over the top of the you know, the scratches and stuff in black, but yeah, you can't see it here, but I've removed all the paints and decided to do a bit of sanding, a bit of polishing, and just do some general cleaning up and see if I could hopefully smooth out some of those gouges. But you can probably see here just a little bit too deep, so I persisted for a little bit. It's kind of toying with the idea of maybe painting the center section black, hopefully to hide some of those scratches, but was sort of talked out of using any filler or anything like that on there. Just a little bit concerned how that would turn out. So yeah, as I said, needed to straighten up the clip-on, but I did find out that the steering lock wasn't really suited. The clip-ons actually still made contact with the tank, unfortunately, so I'll have to adjust the steering lock, or the bump stops on either end anyway, so it just doesn't go quite as far. And don't know if you've seen, I did post a picture on the Facebook there. I was going to sort of make a Street Fighter style of the bike. So just removing some of the rear fenders and so forth, just to see what needs to be achieved there. I essentially want to cut out that rear section completely, well, shorten it quite a bit, shorten the seat, so just removing some of the crap and so forth, and assessing what I need to do. So problem number one I kind of encountered was the coolant tank. That needs to be relocated a little bit further in. I think I do have a bit of space. That might not be too much of a drama. And problem number two is the exhaust hanger. So I do actually change the that chassis there a little bit. I need to change where that mounts, perhaps like weld on a little tab on the exhaust. Something else I was contemplating, or would be nice, is maybe having the rear sets pushed back a little bit, just a little bit better position. But we'll see how things go first. A lot of the stuff was actually cable tied in. Yeah, so that kind of needs to be assessed. So I kind of gave up the idea of doing an oil change in the engine cover. I'm going to try and source another engine cover. So I decided to start pulling all the other stuff out and tidying up some of the electricals, and assessing things a little bit further. Yeah, I had one mirror left on one side, the other one had pulled straight out when it was low-sided. I kind of need to work out what I need to do. There's still part of the mirror attached. Oh yeah, cleaning up the wheels, just removing those, yeah. Yeah, it's still got part of the mirrors attached. Oh, this little section here, I sort of want to potentially make a carbon fibre copy of that. I think that would look pretty cool. And just removing some stuff here. I want to make that black, that radiator guard. I have got some replacement mirrors already, but I'm not too sure they're going to fit these handlebars. Again, you know, I still need to remove whatever that is, that little bolt or nut in the end there. Yeah, any ideas on that, let me know. So yeah, I've removed some of the front grips and so forth, pulled the lights out and so forth. I'll tidy that up. I did notice a bit of rust on the bottom part of the triple tree there, and a bit of surface rust on the chassis which needs to be cleaned up, so sort of contemplating maybe pulling the whole bike apart and clean that up. Maybe at overkill, I don't know. Little things like I don't know, the exhaust is not too bad. Maybe give that a light polish. Just some general cleaning up and stuff. I'm going to leave the engine cover, as I said. I'll order a third one if I can, and try and sort that out. Yeah, I'm just working out where I need to cut the chassis. So I need to cut that rear section off, and then sort of, yeah, adjust that, move some of the stuff a little bit further in. May not be a huge drama. Something I'll just maybe paint the front caliber, but other than that, I think that's going to keep me busy for a while, and that's the pretty much the update for now. Until next time.